Hi, it's Intuitive Heart Healer, the Love Guru Blaire, and I wanted to make a quick video for you today about protecting your heart versus guarding your heart. And this is a very interesting subject, at least to me, because I was never aware of this until just recently, and that's when Spirit has been guiding me along the way about the difference between these two, and a lot of things have been happening in my own life. And since my purpose here is to be teaching about love, everything that I learn, I then share with you guys and share with my clients. So today, let's talk about protecting your heart versus guarding your heart. Now, when we're children, we have a wide open heart. We're filled with love and hope and just joy and imagination and creativity, and we're just shining and we're out there. And then what happens is we get hurt. Over the years, we hurtful relationships, resentments develop, maybe abusive relationships, and this can be emotional abuse or verbal abuse, or just, again, not being treated the way that you expect to be treated or the way that you want to be treated. And again, when you're a child, you're a really sensitive being. Most of us are brought into this world being very sensitive beings. But then we get hurt, and then we start guarding our heart, not protecting. We start guarding our heart, putting it on lockdown, and we get this kind of like really tough exterior going, and we don't really let people in, because even though we're trying to, even though our mind wants to, our heart is just not doing it because we're on lockdown. We've closed our heart. And this is what I find is really interesting, because when we're younger, no one teaches us that we have to protect our heart, and no one teaches us how to protect our heart. And this is where I feel really blessed, because I know that this is what I'm here to do. I've just been, all these new gifts have been opening up for me, and all these new stuff that I'm here to share in the world have been opening up for me over the last kind of couple of months, and especially over the last several weeks. Things have been opening up, and I feel really blessed to be getting this information and then to be sharing it with you guys. So, no one shares it with us that we need to protect our heart, because really, quite innocently, our parents don't know, and our teachers don't know, and most of society doesn't know we need to protect our heart. So instead, a lot of people are walking around kind of like bitter and shut down, closed heart, again, guarded heart. Then we're wondering why we're not attracting good people in our lives. Then we're wondering why we're not in a healthy relationship. That's why, and then we also wonder why we can't find love, why we can't attract it to us, why we have chaotic relationships. Well, it's all because your heart's on lockdown. You're guarding it, and this is nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed of or anything, because this is just something that happens when you don't have the tools, when you don't know that you need to protect it, you just totally shut down. So whereas protecting your heart is just, it's a different energy. You walk around with an open heart, but you're just more cautious and discerning as far as like who you're letting into your world, and who you're letting say certain things to you, or who you're letting treat you in certain ways. And I know some of you guys out there really like action steps. And I'm that type of personality too. It's like, okay, well then tell me a tip. Tell me a tip on how I can make this happen, because I don't want to be guarding my heart anymore. I want to be protecting it instead. Well, then give me a tip. Tell me something I can do right now. And if I could, I would. But really what this is it's a process. It's a process of layer by layer clearing out these hurts, this anger, this sadness, frustration, resentment. And until you're ready to go through that healing, which I'll put in a little plug there, I'm happy to guide you through this. because I have done all this work myself and I'm still continually doing it. This is a lifelong process of getting to know yourself and opening yourself, your heart wider. Um, but I'm happy to guide you on this. I'm happy to help you heal because that's what my specialty is, heart healing. So, and it works quite magically. I mean, this was something that was really, I mean, this is something I've been studying for a long time, maybe 13 years or so. But it's really something, again, that just recently, I told you, my gifts have just really been opening up, more and more gifts I've been becoming aware of. And this is something that I really understand, that this is what I'm supposed to be bringing into the world. So, if you're ready to go deeper, contact me. I do my sessions over the phone, and it's really an enjoyable process. It's really like an interesting process of learning about yourself and learning about these defenses that you put up and these thought patterns that you've been walking around with. And it's really going to rock your world because that's what it's like. I mean, that's the experience that I had, and now with all my clients going through it, the emails that I get from them, it blows me away because I think it's just so exciting, the stuff that you uncover about yourself, and then how your perspective in life changes. I mean, you just go up, you raise your vibration, and you just like go up in this level of living, and you end up living like life becomes heaven. Life becomes like so magical and heavenly. The things that used to bother you just don't. They just don't, because you see the truth behind it. You see what's going on. You see the masks that people put up, and you see the situations that come into your life, and you see on how they're just there teaching you lessons. So you're not like mixed in the drama of it. You're not caught up in the emotional, the feel of it. That doesn't give you a high anymore. What gives you a high is like getting deeper and deeper into knowing yourself and then seeing how your world shifts. It's something really great, and I really encourage you to do it because it will rock your world and it just changes your world. And through this process, I mean, that's when you learn, when you clear out these hurts and these resentments, and you understand the players in your world, your family members, your friends, the relationships you have. You understand the role that these people are playing. These defenses come down. You're able to start healing them, and you're able to bring in forgiveness and release these resentments and just be free. And you get this sense of peace. And that's when you start learning more and more of like, okay, now how am I protecting my heart? And this is how I protect my heart. Because I see people either doing one or the other. Like there's this desire to have an open heart. So, okay, people will go out there with their heart wide open, and then they're completely vulnerable. And that's not safe. That's not safe. I heard Doreen Virtue talks about shielding yourself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't sweat it. But this example you'll get. I mean, you wouldn't go out into the rain without an umbrella. Well, I mean, I do. It's fun. But most of the time, and generally, you don't want to because you don't want to get wet. You want to protect yourself. So when you're going out into the world with this wide open heart, which is so beautiful, it's a childlike heart, but you want to protect it. You want to protect yourself. And again, that's what's missing from our teachings, that people don't know how to protect themselves. They don't know how to protect themselves. So instead, people are either going out totally on lockdown and closed off to the world, or they're going out with a completely open heart, and then within 2 minutes you're getting hurt. And then you're crying, you're feeling sorry for yourself at home, you're getting comments that you're too sensitive. How do I know this? Well, these are the comments that I used to get all the time. You're too sensitive, and you can't be getting hurt by someone all the time, and blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a lesson there, and that's a learning of like, how to protect your heart. So feel free to visit my website, schedule a heart healing session. I do weekly healing nights at a low cost, and this is so I could reach more people and to make it more available to you, because this is really important work and I truly, deeply believe in it, and I want you to experience it too. I send you lots of love and I wish you the best in love. Bye-bye.